guys, so today I'm here to do a review on Everyday Select 12 by 12 nut milk bag. It comes in this packaging, ships really nicely and easily. It's nice and compact when it comes, so that's really good. Yours will come with a nut milk bag inside of it, but I just wanted to preface why mine looks a little bit different now. In terms of the nut milk that it makes, I'm actually vegan, so I drink nut milk pretty much every day. It is really expensive to buy nut milks at stores. I prefer, like, cashew milk is my favorite. It's really creamy, and it just adds up in price to buy in stores. So I found with this, I actually save a lot of money. You literally is so easy as just taking whatever your preferred nut is, blend it up with water and whatever flavors you want to throw in. Like, I've thrown in dates and a little agave for some sweetener. Just blend it up, take your nut milk bag, strain it out to a container, stick it in the fridge, and you are good to go. It makes it delicious and so versatile. And there are so many preservatives that you can find in so many of these nut milks that it's really nice to know exactly what's going into it. So I've really thoroughly enjoyed using this in the past for the nut milk. But my number one use for this is actually not from nut milk, but for cold brew iced coffee. So I just wanted to preface before I show you mine. When you first get it, it's going to be really nice and fresh and clean looking. It's like the see-through white. And mine now has taken on this brown color because I have quite literally used it that much for my cold brew iced coffee. So this is fantastic. It's big, so you can make huge batches of whatever you want to make. You probably can't see it on camera, but the nylon mesh here is just so thin that, I mean, it keeps the nut chunks out of your nut milk. It keeps these tiny little grounds of coffee out of your coffee. It's, like, really works really well. This guy does a good job to close it off, which is nice for the nut milk, so it doesn't go spewing when you're trying to squeeze it out the other end. This does have a little bit of a opening in the top for the cold brew, which I just compensate by wrapping this around and just tucking it under. That does a fine job. When I stick it into my container that way, none of the grounds get into my iced coffee, so that works really well. I've kind of got it to a measure where I grind my coffee up very coarsely, and I stick about enough up until the seam. So kind of like here across I stick it in. And I put in about a gallon of water, leave it in there for 20-25 hours. Doesn't even have to be in the fridge. It can be just out in room temperature. And then I take it out and cut it with some water, and it makes for the smoothest iced coffee. My housemate brags about it at work all the time. It's a fun fact. And actually, I ended up getting this, which is a little handy-dandy dispenser. So this is a gallon. I actually make it inside of this. And when I take the bag out, it has a little bit of room at the top, and I literally just compensate with water for that, and that's the amount that actually works out really well for making a really smooth cold brew. It's nice and convenient. When I stick it in the fridge, it's like, oh, I want a cup. I'll just, pour myself a cup of nice cold brew. So you can put your new nut milk in your cold brew too. So that has been absolutely fantastic. So yeah, to recap, in terms of the nut milk bag for nut milk, it does a great job. But my number one is this cold brew iced coffee that it makes. Sorry that my use for it isn't its main use, Everyday Select, but this is so fantastic. So thumbs up, 5 out of 5. Great job. There's nothing missing from this product that I wish at all. So, yeah, great job.